Hello aspirants, welcome to MVP Vishwakosha. In today's video, we will cover most important current affairs for UPSC, KPSC and all competitive exams of 4th November 2025. In that first point, that is about Lucknow. In that it is UNESCO's creative city of gastronomy. So here, Lucknow in that 43rd UNESCO session, Samarkand, Uzbekistan, declared Lucknow as UNESCO's creative city. In that main category is creative city of gastronomy. So India's second after Hyderabad. So main to boost in that tourism and also for local employment and heritage preservation, it is very important. Also for promote culture-driven, sustainable urban growth. So all that exam perspective important that Lucknow's added to that UNESCO's creative city and UNESCO's headquarter. All that points are very important. Okay. So in that practice MCQ question, which Indian city was recently designated a UNESCO Creative City of Gastronomy in 2025? Options are Varanasi, Hyderabad, Lucknow, Jaipur. So answer is Lucknow. And also mains practice question that discuss how Lucknow's recognition as a UNESCO creative city illustrate the link between culture, tourism and sustainable urban development. So in that art and culture perspective can discuss that UNESCO's creative city illustrates. Okay. That's about Lucknow's that is UNESCO creative city of uh, gastronomy. Okay. Next point that is about Rohan Bopanna's retirement. That retired at 45 okay, after Paris Masters 2025. So achievement that is two Grand Slams, 2017 French Open and 2024 Australian Open. One of the oldest number one in doubles. Okay, from age of 43, and also that significance that longevity in sports and role model for future athletes. So, Rohan Bopanna's retirement that is important in sports perspective, important. So, in that MCQ practice question, Rohan Bopanna became world's number one in men's double at the age of between 41, 43, 45. Answer is 43 age. Okay, and also mains question analyze how Rohan Bopanna's career reflects changing dynamics of athletics of and India's sports governance in that perspective that sports and all very important, right? So all that perspective can discuss. Okay, analyze that one. Okay, so that's about Rohan Bopanna's retirement. Next news that's about white Iberian lynx. Okay, that's spotted in Spain. So that is the first ever that there's white Iberian lynx spotted in Spain. Okay, so that shows genetic diversity and conservation success in that population recorded from almost less than 100 to that is 1500 in 20 years. So in that model for India's endangered species recovery effort is very important. Okay, in that environment and ecology perspective and all this endangered species, all that perspective that species is very important. Okay. So in that practice question, MCQ question, that Iberian lynx is classified as endangered, vulnerable, critically endangered, extinct. Okay, so option is B, vulnerable. So in that mains question, that is what is lesson can India draw from Spain's Lynx recovery program for its own carnivore conservation effort? So in that you can draw the lesson what are from that Spain's recovery programs and all. Okay. So that's about recent that Iberian lynx spotted in Spain. Next topic that is about Veer Narayan Singh, that is a digital tribal museum that is inaugurated by PM in Chhattisgarh. So inaugurated on 1st November 2025 at Navaraipur by PM Modi. So and also India's first digital tribal museum dedicated to freedom fighters. And also it will cover tribal revolts, Alba, Moria and Sonkan that also promotes inclusive history through all that technologies and all. By that using all that technology important and also that museum inauguration. So in that practice question that Veer Narayan Singh digital tribal is in that which state hosts India's first digital tribal freedom fighter museum? Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Chhattisgarh. So answer is Chhattisgarh. So mains perspective can practice evaluate the role of digital museums in promoting inclusive heritage and tribal representation in India. So for the perspective, it is very important, and also that is about Veer Narayan Singh Digital Tribal Museum. Okay, that is located in Chhattisgarh. Next, that is about Alfvén waves in sun's corona. So in that, observed that Daniel in a solar telescope Hawaii that explains sun's corona heating mystery, and also toroidal alpha waves that plasma oscillations along magnetic lines. Okay, this is a study of sun's corona, and also advanced understanding of solar wind and space weather. In that perspective, that study is very important. So in that topic practice question, that alpha waves are that is gravitational waves, plasma waves, sound waves, and gamma waves. So it is actually plasma waves. Okay. And also mains practice question: explain how the study of alpha waves advance solar science and contribute to space weather forecasting. That practice question you can practice. That's about alpha waves in sun's corona. Next is about that is India's achievement that India wins that is ICC Women's World Cup 2025 that India defeated South Africa by 52 runs. Okay, held in Levi Patil Stadium. So first ever Women's World Cup title, and also key players were Shafali Verma 87 runs and Deepti Sharma. Okay, 5 wickets in that milestone for gender equality in Indian sports. Okay, very important. And also that in that practice question that India wins ICC Women's World Cup 2025. That practice question that who was the player of the final in Women's World Cup 2025. In that Smriti Mandana, Deepti Sharma, Shafali Verma, and Harmeet Ampreet Kaur. So answer is Shafali Verma. In that means practice question that discuss the impact of India's first Women World Cup win on gender equality and sports policy in India. All that winning first Women World Cup, right? So all that exam perspective it is very important. So that's about India wins ICC Women's World Cup 2025. Okay. Uh, Next news that is about silicon carbide semiconductor facility in Odisha. So, Private Limited launched a 2000 crore facility at Bhubaneswar, okay, Odisha, that produces silicon carbide wafers for EVs and also renewable energy and also for defense. So, it is an India's first compound semiconductor manufacturing plant, and also that supports Atmanirbhar Bharat and regional development. So, in that silicon carbide is very important, right, in EVs and all. So in that practice question that which compound is used in a new semiconductor plant in Odisha? So silicon nitride, gallium arsenide, silicon carbide, and germanium. So answer is silicon carbide. So in that mains practice question that analyze the role of compound semiconductor in India's technology, self-reliance, and regional industrialization. Okay. So all that is important. So that's about silicon carbide semiconductor facility that inaugurated in Odisha. Next news that is about temple stampede Andhra Pradesh. So that occurred on 1st November 2025 at Kasturba Temple, Sriకాకుళం, at almost 9 deaths due to railing collapse and overcrowding. So poor crowd management and lack of safety clearance, and also highlights governance gaps in event safety. So that recent occurring disaster management perspective important that temple stampedes and all. In that practice question, the Kasibuga temple that stampede occurred in which district of Andhra Pradesh? Guntur, Srikakulam, Vizag, Nellore. So answer is Srikakulam. And also mains practice question, critically evaluate India's crowd management framework and suggest measure to prevent stampede disaster at mass gathering. So in disaster management perspective, it is very important. So that's about temple stampede in Andhra Pradesh. Next topic that is about ISRO's CMS-03 satellite launch via LVM-3 M5. Okay, so that is launched on 2nd November 2025 from Sriharikota, heaviest Indian communication satellite. Okay, 4.4 tons, and also purpose of that is naval and maritime communication. Okay, GSAT 7 rocket in that launched, and also it showcase India's heavy lift and strategic capability. Okay, first time, right? Heaviest in that, very important, and also India's indigenous. Okay, very important. And that practice question, that CMS-03 satellite is primarily meant for agriculture monitoring, naval communication, weather forecasting, space exploration. So in that, answer is naval communications. That practice question, that means is, that is discuss the strategic and technological significance of ISRO's CMS-03 launch for India's space security and maritime domain awareness. So in that you can discuss, that is about ISRO CMS-03 satellite launch by Alfvén 3M5. Okay. Next, that is about last topic, that is about Arya Samaj 150-year celebration. Founded Arya Samaj, very important Arya Samaj. Okay, in modern history, that is founded in 1875 by Swami Dayanand Saraswati. So 2025 International Arya Mahasammelana in New Delhi, and promoted Vedic education, social reform, and Swadeshi ideals, and also legacy that Dayanand Saraswati is that DAV institution, rational religion, and national in all that perspective, Arya Samaj is very important. So in that practice question, the motto of Pranayatu Vishwam Aryam is associated with which one? Brahma Samaj, Arya Samaj, Prarthana Samaj, Ramakrishna Mission. So all that is very important. In that, answer is Arya Samaj. Okay, in that practice mains question, that analyze the contribution of Arya Samaj to India's social and social reforms and education, and its relevance in modern nation building. From that perspective, it is very important. So that's about Arya Samaj 150 years celebration. Okay, that's all for today's current affairs update from MVP Vishwakosha. Revise these topics well. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for daily updates on UPSC, KPSC, and all competitive exams. Thank you.